Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now I'm going to start this off by saying, I'll be honest, we all make mistakes, and for 6 years now has made videos online about football on YouTube, whether long form hour-long videos or densely edited 20-minute videos. But apparently I can't do this shit for myself. So this is the second recording. I'm a bit more sweaty, a little bit more agitated, but Jérémy Doku was signed. Congratulations. We've seen the pictures. He's here. He's actually here. It's not a rumour. He signed the contract, £55 million and £500,000, I should say, from Rennes. Obviously Mahrez leaving, enjoying the sun in Saudi. We've lost a kind of dedicated right winger. We would have seen Foden fill in that role, but KDB's injury, I think, has forced him back into the middle a little bit. So we've had to dip into the market. Bernardo Silva obviously can play in that position, and so can Cole Palmer. But as I said yesterday, I don't really see Cole Palmer having an extensive career at Man City. I don't really think, for now anyway, he's shown enough to be a Manchester City player. And once again, I will say, I would love to be proven wrong, but a replacement was needed. West Ham tried to get their grubby little mitts on him. To be fair to them, they've had a great window, end of window anyway. It looked tragic, and then suddenly they've had this massive surge. Paqueta's staying, although the betting thing might trip him up. Mavropanos is through the door. They're looking like they're going to get Kudus. They tried for Doku. They're having a really good end of window, so fair play to them. But realistically, nobody is going to pick West Ham over Manchester City. Sorry, Hammers fans, you are massive, but I mean, let's be realistic here. The fee itself, very sensible in today's market, especially £25.5 million more than the Mahrez sale. So when you compare it to that, it's a good deal. It's a really good deal. But what do we know about him, and what can we expect from him now and in the next few years? The first thing to note is a kind of heavy Belgian link. Phone calls with De Bruyne, obviously played with him internationally. He's played under Company and with Company, I believe. I think he was in that weird period where Company decided to be a player manager that was absolutely tragic for him. I will say I'm not too impressed when someone's played under Company. I know it's a bit harsh. Sergio Gomez, we've bought him from Anderlecht, obviously played under Company. Still not really sold on him. Saw him in person twice. Southampton last season when we lost, the game that we lost the quadruple, and against Sheffield United in the FA Cup semi. Obviously he looked a bit better in the FA Cup semi, but I think his performance was just massively overshadowed by the lack of attack from Sheffield United. I think he's very, very vulnerable in defensively. Yeah, I'm not too enthused when I hear someone's come from Anderlecht. Obviously, he hasn't come from Anderlecht, but he's played under Company at Anderlecht. Anyway, he's 21, extremely young, which is great. Gives him time to adjust to a Pep system. But right now, he's an electric, direct, flary winger, something that we really haven't seen for a while at Manchester City. Someone who can kind of get the fans off their feet. And yes, his career goal and assist numbers aren't great last season as well. 6 goals, 2 assists. But the one thing we can guarantee is that he's a progressor of the ball. He's a dribbler of the ball. He wants to beat his man, and he can create, or he will at least attempt to create. So if we can kind of, sort the actual output out, I think we've got a very good player on our hands. I saw a chart on Sky Sports News that had him alone above 10 take-ons attempted per 90, and in the same chart, the Y figure had chances created, and he was on a similar level to Bukayo Saka, Pedri. I think he was a little bit above Pedri and a little bit below Saka. But those kind of statistics in terms of we've got somebody who can progress the ball, wants to progress the ball a lot, and can create chances, just screams quality and screams somebody who could perform well under Pep. Yes, injuries have been a problem, and they probably will be continuing on. He started 14 league games in the 21-22 season, and over the last 2 years, he's missed 50 games for club and country. So that's something to really be concerned about. And he's a player who's going to get kicked the shit out of in the Premier League. So as I said, I don't really see that being an issue that kind of just disappears. I think it might actually get worse. So we've got to really manage him well, rotation, make sure that he's not running himself to the ground. And yeah, it'll be a cautious moment when we see him go down, which inevitably will be at least once a game. I can really see him getting kicked about in the Premier League. I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen him play much. I'm not going to pretend that I've seen a single Rennes game ever, really. But I have seen him play for Belgium where I have distinct memories of a tenacious ball carrier who had one thing in his mind, which was get the ball as close as possible to the net. I'm not going to say that he's Eden Hazard, but it's got the hallmarks of just the diminutive Belgian tricky player who's just relentless and won't stop. As I said with the previous little section, injuries might be a thing. Eden Hazard was kicked to shit, was somehow survived that period. Doku, only 21, heavy injury list already. That could be something to really be worried about. But in summary, I do like this move. I do like it a lot. I think we have to have patience with him. We know all too well you don't fit straight away into a Pep system, especially the wide men. Mahrez, it took a year. I think the fans really got on his back when he first came. I remember he missed that penalty at Anfield, and people were on him from the whole season from that point on, saying he wasn't a good signing. This, that, and the next. Obviously, he went on to be a brilliant, brilliant player for us. Same with Grealish a little bit, but we had a bit more patience as a club. We think we realised and learned from the Mahrez one. Give Grealish a little bit more time. He's flourished, he's been brilliant. Last season, insane. So I think we'll have even more patience for Doku. I hope so anyway, because I feel that he's a player who will entertain and be a fan favourite after Pep leaves. Obviously, we've only got a few years left of Pep. We have to be realistic here. The fee is good. I will put it out there, I would have preferred Wirtz. That's a dream signing, really. I've been admiring him for a long time at Leverkusen, but they don't want to sell. They don't need to sell. They don't have to sell, so why would they sell? And if they did sell, we would be looking way above double the fee that we paid for Doku. So, all in all, very much looking forward to seeing the chaos football coming from him in the first year. I will be cheering him on relentlessly throughout the season. I will back him no matter what. I want to see him lose the ball 6 times a game. I want it all. And then hopefully be moulded into a kind of electric winger with great output, with sensible decision making that Pep usually does with his wide men. So all in all, fantastic signing. So that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are enjoying my ramblings, please hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, please give it a like. And if you want to tell me why Doku is not the player that I think he is, let me know in the comments below, because I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen much of him, so I could be completely wrong. I'm just a bloke. If you did enjoy this video, do all those things as I just said. I've been James Waine. How the fuck do you end a video like this? I am James Waine. Goodbye.